Hi, Tyson Mutrux here with the Mutrux Law Firm. Today I will talk a little bit about the municipal court criminal process. It's actually a very similar process. It's very different to the process that you'll see in circuit court whenever you talk about misdemeanors and felonies being handled in circuit court. Now, what you're going to see in municipal court are typically traffic tickets or ordinance violations. Let's say it's a trespassing, even marijuana possession. There are a lot, especially in St. Louis County, St. Louis City Municipal Court, a lot of the Jefferson County Municipal Court, and around the state you'll see some smaller municipal courts that handle cases. But the bulk of the ones in the state are handled in the St. Louis County area. So, and that includes St. Charles County, and I'm including the greater St. Louis area. So, what the process is generally, whenever it comes to our for the attorneys, we'll normally enter our appearance and request a recommendation from the prosecuting attorney and request any evidence. And now I'm talking about the criminal cases. Now I'm going to talk about traffic tickets in another video. But when it comes to criminal cases, we request a discovery, enter our appearance, and request a recommendation from the prosecuting attorney. And that's wherever it's basically, if you think about it, it's like a plea agreement or requesting a plea agreement in a felony case. It's equivalent to that. So let's say it's a DWI handled in the municipal court. We're requesting recommendation, requesting discovery, and we wait to get that information. It usually comes at one time. So we'll get the evidence, that's the discovery, and the recommendation from the prosecutor, that's their offer, usually at the same time. And what happens then is we'll evaluate that, review that with the client. We'll go through all the facts that's in the police report, that's in the evidence. We'll review the offer with the client, and then at that time they'll have a chance to decide whether or not they want to take the offer or go to trial. Now, at that point, you have two different routes. You can request a jury trial in the circuit court. At that point, it's appealed. It's not appealed, but it's basically sent to the higher level court. So it's sent to the circuit court. And you can have a trial with a jury there. The other option is you can actually have a bench trial in front of a judge in the municipal court. And it basically just like you'd have in the circuit court level, except it's just you, your attorney, the prosecuting attorney, and the municipal court judge. And which is usually, the municipal court judge is usually a private attorney acting as a judge. If you lose at that level, obviously if you win, the case goes away. If you lose at that level, you can request what's called a trial de novo. It's essentially an appeal. You get a do-over in circuit court. So you can actually completely lose in the municipal court level and appeal it to the circuit court level and still basically get another bite at the apple. It's risky because if you do that, generally the prosecutor is going to withdraw any offer that they've made on the case. So if you choose that route, there are consequences. So make sure you know about that. So that should give you an idea of what the municipal court level is. Obviously, or municipal court process is. Obviously, if you want to take a plea, their plea recommendation, if they've amended it down to, let's say, a littering, something like that, where it's just a fine, you actually do not need to appear in court in front of the judge to do the plea. You can usually just sign off on the paperwork, pay the fine, and you're done. Now, if let's say you're getting probation, 9 times out of 10, you're actually going to have to go in front of the judge, plead guilty, and sign off on the paperwork, sign up for all the classes, the probation that night. So, obviously, it's two different ways of doing it. You can do the plea. If you do the plea, you're not going to be able to appeal to the next level unless there's some sort of error made on the part of your attorney or the judge. Or you can go to trial, and then if you go to trial and lose, you can still actually appeal that to the next level. And if you lose at the next level, you can appeal that again. There's a different set of appeals. That's a completely different can of worms that I'm not going to get into in this video. But that should explain the process for you. If you have other questions, go to winningdefenselawyer.com or check us out at 888-550-4026. Thanks a lot, and thanks for watching.